What's up, people? Cobweb here with you again. I'm going to be finishing up this Wave 10 of Masterverse. I got these three already done: the Webster, Prince Adams, the Horde Skeletor. A little quick break in between. Had some stuff come in I wanted to check out first, but I'm going to get to Clamp Champ today. And I already know just by looking at him, I mean, because I opened up this Webster and went through him, and this is going to be my figure of the wave. This dude is just so cool. If you haven't seen already, did the video on him, check that out. He's just awesome with all the features and everything he has going on. So I already know he's going to be my winner of this wave. But we'll get into him, check him out, be real quick. And then I'll be done with this wave and move on to a couple other things I got going on. Alright, quick look at the side art here. It's cool, posed up with his clamp. Alright, then back of the box artwork. A little battle scene from the actual cartoon, the Revelations cartoon. It's him and Fisto fighting off these skeleton warriors. Some of you may know if you've watched it. Not quite a happy ending for them, but from what I'm hearing, they'll be returning in this next season. They'll be back somehow, some way. There's a quick bio if you want to check it out. And we'll just get right into them. Open them up, check them out. Alright, and here he is by the package. I'll bring him in a little closer here in a sec. There's something a little bit off to me about him. I know with this whole line, the ones that are actually from the cartoon, which this is a Revelation. I'll show them the box quick. It is actually from Revelation. It's not like New Eternity or anything. It said that those got the smaller looking heads, and that's what I think's kind of going on with him with me. I'm going to bring him in. I'll check him out in a second. But here we got his weapon that we've seen. His big clamp. Puts the clamp in champ. And it's got some spring, kind of spring loaded to it. There is no button or anything to make it open and close, which is kind of disappointing, I think. Get back and focus a little better. Yeah, that's weird. I would like to see, I know they don't really do action features, but at least have something to open and close that would have been cool. Then I found out how to open him up. This shot across the room and popped open, so this is how we're going to be attaching this to him. It actually comes apart, and then I guess his hand will go in here, and then you'll clamp it over his whole arm. Let's bring him in real quick. I wanted to check out. Okay, I really had to work to get him in focus for some reason. It was not focusing on me, but yeah, this head, I don't know if it's because I'm used to our original, like vintage and the Origins one. He kind of has a big head on that figure, but to me here, I don't know if it's just he's got kind of a weak neck or something. It's just he's got this big bulky armor and just looks a little puny up top for me for some reason. He should have, I don't know, I guess it's the armor is what I'm thinking. Is the armor's chunky on him, and he should have some beefier arms or neck or something. I'm not quite sure. He's got that belly button showing. If I push that down maybe a little bit, that might help. But yeah, just basic champ, Clamp Champ colors. The red, blue, and they're using that silver or metallic type blue paint for this again, which is cool. That looks really great on him. Yeah, just that smaller look to him is throwing me off. I'll bring him in with his weapon. Alright, show you real quick. Bring this in. I have half of that weapon. Looks like you're going to just put it into his hand like so. Then his arm will be in the clamp. And then we will just snap this up over on top of it. Yeah, so he's got like a full arm clamp, which I think that's cool. Our Origins one or vintage one had that long handle down the bottom, which made it kind of awkward. It didn't want to stay in his hand that well, so I think this is going to work a lot better, and it looks a lot cooler too, I think. Just a big, giant attachment to his arm. It's all clamped on right. So let's see if I can get him to stand like this. Okay, and standing didn't seem to be a problem at all. works really great like that. Like I said before on the Origins one, I'll probably bring him in 1 second to show you. The Origins one makes him want to tip over or fall out of his hand. It's just kind of a pain. Alright, and yeah, I brought in the Origin one real quick just to do the little comparison. You can see here that's what I'm talking about. He does kind of have a big head for the Origins, which I think is what made Clamp Champ to me. He's got that big, wide jaw and everything, and this head looks really puny now compared to him. Well, check out his other, the old Clamp, just so I show you real quick. Had that big, long handle. I was kind of using it to prop him up to stand him up right now because he doesn't want to stand with it. But we did have that action feature on this one. I think the original just had a button. I'll have to go back and look, but it just had a button that would open and close it. I'm not sure if it's exactly like this, but this does have that little action feature, which would have been cool to have something like that on this newer one. But it is what it is. And then we didn't get this. Anything like this. This came with the vintage, and then this one. I might have to throw it over in his hand. But this lighter blue on him, man. Now looking compared to this one, I love these new colors. I'm just going to leave that off of him for now. I do love this new color scheme they went with, the darker blue and the lighter blue in here, sky blue kind of coloring in. Makes this one look really kind of plain now. I think what I will do, just real quick, is just kind of do a head swap. They're pretty close in skin tone, so I'm going to see if a little bigger head on him, what it might look like. Alright, yeah, I popped on that Origins head on him. To me, it looks better, just the bigger head. It might be maybe a little too big now compared to these arms being so skinny, but that already looks a little better. That head is just tiny on. Here's a comparison. If you want to see that Origins one with the head on. Looks really tiny on there, but I think that's what he was lacking. He just looks stronger, buffer like that, just with the bigger head. Maybe if his arms were a little bigger, it'd look better to me. I'm not sure. It might just be me, but that's what I think of him so far. Alright, kind of finishing up. There we are, wave 10. Completed the wave. One thing I will say about him, though, is he is from the Revelation cartoon, and we do have kind of a different look between like some of like the newer ones. We have New Attorney as well that look a little more realistic, but just between the ones that are the Revelation cartoon and actual just figures they're putting out, like Prince Adam back there, kind of has that more cartoony look to him. A few of the figures do. They look just like the cartoon, and this is from the cartoon. There's some about him where he just looks more realistic and kind of fits in better with some of the newer characters, which is cool. So I'm glad about that. Like I say, I'll get used to his head and everything. Overall, cool figure. Love the clamp. Love that it attaches to his arm. It's so much better than having a little floppy thing that we had. Still cool too, but this is awesome right here having that. So I'll put him up, spin him around real quick, take a last look at him. Alright, here we are, last look real quick. So this will be, like I said, finishing up this wave. I got some Origins to get into, a couple of them. I might just finish that wave off all at once. I got Squeeze left and the Snake Man at Arms and a Serpent Guard, Snake Guard. So might just do them all in one video. I'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you enjoyed the content, you know, you do all the good YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment. And I'll be getting into something pretty soon here within the next couple days. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.